Elias Harper had always been the quiet, dutiful son. At 34, he carried the weight of two homes on his shoulders, the one he built with his wife Sophia, and the one he could never leave behind, his widowed mother, Lillian. Lillian was 78 now, her body betrayed by a cruel stroke 2 years ago. She could barely speak, could not walk, and needed help with every small thing, eating, bathing, even turning in bed. Elias had begged Sophia to let his mother live with them after the hospital discharged her. "She's my only family," he had said, eyes shining with tears. Sophia had smiled that perfect smile of hers and said, "Of course, darling. Family comes first." For the first few months, everything looked perfect from the outside. Sophia posted photos on Instagram, her feeding Lillian soup, brushing her silver hair, calling her Mom, with a sweetness that got thousands of likes. Elias's heart swelled every time he saw those pictures at work. He believed he had the most wonderful wife in the world. But lately, something had changed. Lillian's eyes, once bright even through the fog of stroke, had turned hollow. She flinched whenever Sophia entered the room. When Elias asked what was wrong, his mother only moved her lips soundlessly, tears sliding into her ears. He told himself it was the illness. He told himself he was imagining things. Then came the Tuesday in October. Elias's afternoon meeting got cancelled. For the first time in months, he decided to surprise them, to come home early, pick up flowers, maybe take his mother out in the wheelchair to see the autumn leaves. He parked 2 houses down so they wouldn't hear the car. He walked quietly, keys ready, a smile already forming. The front door was unlocked. Strange. He stepped inside and froze. From the hallway he could hear his mother's room. A low, broken whimper, like an animal in pain. Elias's flowers fell to the floor. He moved without sound, heart pounding, until he stood in the doorway of Lillian's room. What he saw would live behind his eyes until the day he died. Sophia, his beautiful, perfect Sophia, stood over the bed. Her face was twisted into something unrecognizable. She held Lillian's thin wrist in one hand, twisting it back until the old woman's mouth opened in a silent scream. With the other hand, Sophia pinched her mother-in-law's nose shut, watching her struggle for air with cold, clinical curiosity. "Still pretending you can't talk, you old parasite," Sophia hissed. "You think crying to Elias will make him love you more than me? You're nothing but a burden. I should have let you rot in that nursing home." Lillian's legs kicked weakly under the blanket. Her eyes, those pleading eyes, found Elias in the doorway. Sophia didn't notice him yet. She released the nose, only to slap Lillian hard across the face. The sound cracked like a gunshot in the quiet house. "Say something, witch." Sophia laughed, low and ugly. "Oh wait, you can't. Good. Keep quiet while I decide how many pills to crush into your dinner tonight." That was when Elias made a sound, a wounded, animal noise he didn't know he could make. Sophia spun around. For 1 second, the mask slipped back on. "Elias. Baby, you're home early." He didn't let her finish. He crossed the room in 3 steps and shoved her away from the bed so hard she hit the wall and slid down, stunned. Then he dropped to his knees beside his mother. Lillian was shaking uncontrollably, a bruise already blooming on her cheek. She tried to lift her hand to touch his face, but it trembled too much. Tears poured from her eyes as she mouthed one word over and over, the only word the stroke had left her. "Son, son, son." Elias gathered her fragile body against his chest and sobbed like a child. He rocked her, kissing her forehead, whispering, "I'm here, Mama. I'm here now. I didn't know. Forgive me, I didn't know." Behind him, Sophia began to cry too, pretty, rehearsed tears. "She's lying, Elias. She's been violent with me. Shut up," he said, voice dead. He carried his mother out of that room himself, down the stairs, into the car. He buckled her in like she was made of glass, wrapped his coat around her though it was not cold. Sophia ran after them, barefoot, screaming his name, promising she would change, that it was stress, that she loved him. Elias didn't look back. That night, he sat by his mother's new hospital bed private room, best doctor's money could buy, and held her hand until she finally slept without fear for the first time in months. 3 days later, the divorce papers were served. Sophia's Instagram page, once full of perfect family photos, went silent. The woman who had smiled so sweetly for the camera now faced charges of elder abuse after the hidden nanny cam Elias had installed that same week captured everything in merciless detail. And Elias, he never married again. He bought a small house with a garden, moved his mother in, hired kind caregivers who treated her like treasure, and every single evening, he sat by her bed, read to her, fed her by hand, and told her, out loud, every day, how sorry he was that he had almost lost her to the monster he had brought into their lives. Sometimes, when the light was soft, Lillian managed a real smile. And she would squeeze his hand with whatever strength she had left, as if to say, "You came back. My son came back. That is enough." But Elias knew it would never be enough. Some wounds do not heal. Some betrayals cut straight through the soul. And every year, on the anniversary of that Tuesday in October, Elias Harper lays flowers on an empty patch of earth in his garden, the place where he buried the bouquet he never got to give, and with it, the last piece of the man who once believed love could be blind. Now he sees everything, and he will spend the rest of his life making sure his mother never has to close her eyes in fear again. Thank you for watching this story till the end. Sparkles. If it touched your heart, please support us. Thumbs up, give it a like. Speech balloon, share your thoughts in the comments. Bell, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Your support helps us create more stories that inspire and make you believe in miracles. Your participation means a lot to us, heart.